Om Namo Narayanaaya. 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 Namo Narayanaaya. Narayanaya. Om Namo. Yes, friends, some disturbance. WhatsApp says, or sorry, YouTube says your video is sufficiently received, but viewers will have some different. Anyways, come back. Vedic chanting we have done. Now let's common sense thought. In our most common sense thought today, the thought is this key for you and I as human beings, like any of the other living beings, little more specifically at every stage of our life, age of our life, these four things we have to go through. Let us have the wisdom to know this, understand this, accept this. The four things are the struggles, the efforts, the achievements, and the enjoyments. Every of those age will have their own these four things for all of us. So the struggles are because of our prarabdha. They will be there. In spite of the variety of struggles we have to go through, which many of them cannot be avoided, some of them sometimes very tough and challenging also. In spite of that, we being human beings, bestowed with, blessed with abilities to perform, called as Purushartha, therefore, we have to knowingly, consciously put that effort. From the age of 2 or 3 years, this can start. Okay, let us say from the age of 4 or 5. Then, as we are putting the efforts, so will be our achievements. Like the bad or wrong efforts, bad or wrong achievements. Good or right efforts, good or right achievements. Then, accordingly, the miseries or joys. This is how the life is made of for everyone. You know, what are the struggles for the youth or children up to the age of 14, 15, that heavy loads of going to schools, colleges, negotiating between the desires to play the things, etc., and then the study. That struggle is there. Whole personality also not fully developed, and the unknown but continuously experienced struggles for all of us are the places where we are placed with all the limitations. And the place means what? Which physical, geographical place we are born, to which family we are born, whether they are rich or poor, cultured or not cultured, educated or not educated, loving or not loving. No, these we may not become aware, but whatever they are there and they keep influencing. Like I'm born in a slum area. So the area is slum, whether I'm aware or not, its effect is on me. Its inconveniences are on me, is it not? And to the parents I'm born, laborers, let's say. And the father is drunkard, I say, hey, mano. So though that has its own influence. No, I can't avoid it for that life as long as it has to go, isn't it? With different things. Bad examples we gave, it can be good also. Maybe born in a rich family, maybe born to a very decent parents of culture maturity. That's also good effect, good example. So these things also cause of struggles. Struggles means all those include for those children, for that youth. And then consciously they have to put the effort or whatever the schools, colleges, education is, they have to go through. Then as the conscious effort, so the result. Good efforts, good result. Then the joy will be joy only, happiness result. If the effort is not good, then he'll fail and then he'll have to suffer. Then that age of 2 years onwards, when he starts becoming an individualized individuality, we have to keep telling these things. It is your life, you have to work hard for your great achievements. कहना हमारा काम है, वो कितना स्वीकार करेगा समझेगा वो उसके हाथ, नहीं कहना जुल्म है. Not telling the children to struggle, sorry, to work, to put efforts while going through the struggles is a sin from the parents' side. Immature parents, unfortunate children that they born to those parents are grandparents. Think. Then when we come to that middle age between straight away 25 से 40 तक और 22 से 40, those 18-20 years, the struggle of all sorts. First, the getting the job. The struggles will be the competitions in the world, the toughness in the world, the people around. So, a variety of things again. That aged fellow also, according to his prarabdha, he will have his own struggles. He'll have to go through those. But at the same time, he has got greater potentialities by then developed if he has consciously developed them. Lots of other abilities, lots of other talents. Those things he'll have to use to put the efforts. Isn't it? Then, when the efforts are good, all those things will happen. Job in a good company with a good salary package, whatever you call. It can be so wonderful. There only again, if he is decent, has got good habits, then he will get a good girl as the wife, isn't it? And then if he has been trained right from the day of marriage, both the couple, that अच्छी तरह से उपासना करो of the Lord, then you will have decent children, right? Not like you to your parents, better than you. Because in our Shastra, it is said, if the newly married couple do proper upasana prarthana, to them such good children are born who are assets, not liability. Isn't it? Just like if the parents are of bad nature, there more probability of such children only are born to them to trouble them. Like धृतराष्ट्र को दुर्योधन का जन्म होता है और राजा पांडु gets the Pandavas as children. As simple as that. एक एग्जाम्पल मिल गया ना, अब भरोसा रखो. दर 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 अपने हमारे राजा दशरथ will have Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, and there the Ravana will have the Meghnad, Indrajit only. Isn't it? So if they do that effort of the upasanas and all, the achievement is the very good children they'll have. Isn't it? In the same way, if their effort is with well proper planning by the age of 40, 45, that youngster can have almost now lower middle-aged man, middle-aged. He can have his own house also, good bank balance also, can have his own car. At the same time, he'll go through all his other struggles if they have to be there. Some health issues may start agar hai likha. Some issues in the office will come if they are there with the boss, subordinate, coordinator, कोई भी हो, colleagues. If it has to come, it will come, please. नहीं है तो नहीं है, lucky. है ना? किसी को घर में पत्नी या इन लॉस आउट लॉस से होता है, किसी को नाइबर से होता है, टू सम इन द फ्रेंड्स सर्कल, टू सम इन देयर ओन ऑफिस विद द कोलीग्स. If it is there, variety of things it will be there. Some of them don't have problem in any of these force, but they join some organization, there they get kicked. है कि नहीं? खामखा ज्वाइन किया उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में और किसी के साथ लड़ाई, just because of prarabdha he'll have to join that organization, and he has ladai, gets kicks and all that, and then he goes out of it to join somewhere else for getting the residue. और है कि नहीं? अब देखो, everyone will have to go through the struggles, he'll have to go through. The second thing they miss is the efforts, and the third one is as per the efforts are the results. Fourth is the joys. Joy means अगर सक्सेस है तो हैप्पीनेस, नहीं है तो you'll have to suffer misery. But again, there also, if you are wise, you can balance yourselves. Every time, with every failure and misery, there is again a restart button. Again, there is a refreshing button. Again, you can relook into the things, adjust करके फिर से शुरू कर सकते. That beauty is there in human life. Same way, when we grow to the elderly age, let us say beyond that, 45 to 60 तक का एज का, तो फिर बच्चे, उनके बच्चे, फिर all of that you can understand it. And beyond that, again, the struggles are the health related things will come, isn't it? Most of them will have, lucky ones, disciplined ones, those who have done lot of punya, they will have less of them. But keep in mind कि हो भी सकता है, क्योंकि दुनिया को हम देख रहे हैं, isn't it? So those struggles के साथ, then their efforts can be what? आराम से बैठकर अपना, वो टाइम जो है well spent for their own spiritual unfoldment they do, and that will give these achievements of understanding spirituality, doing some of the sadhana, even experiencing the said subtler experiences. याद रखो, spirituality never promises the gross vaishayika experiences. If we are doing spirituality for the Vishaya Sukhas, then we are Vishayi, the worldly. Don't call yourself a spiritual seeker. Seeking the spirit, Paramatma, for the sake of the worldly things is not spirituality. Seeking the spirit, for the spirit, the Lord, the self, alone is spirituality. है ना? Redefine करना पड़ता है ना एक एज आने के बाद, after getting some maturity. So I go to temple every day, I do puja every day. For what? So that I can have lots of money and all. Then you are a bhakta. Along with your efforts, the Lord who is the all giver, you are invoking his blessing also. To be a bhogi, to be a samsari. Don't call sadhak. If you call yourself a sadhak, the sadhya vastu is only Paramatma. So at that age, when the sadhya vastu is kept as Paramatma, en route only, with that sadhanas done, not the gross, but the subtle experiences, the experience of peace of mind, the experience of chosen contentment, experience of the ekagrata, experience of some of the joy of being a devotee. See, is it not possible that for that half an hour, with all beautiful conscious effort, if you have done that upasana to the Lord in your puja room, in that particular idol, that joy is called spiritual joy. That today I did wonderful abhisheka to the Lord Shiva with that chanting of Ashtottara or Nidanapataye Namaha. So this is the Narayana. Mhm. The subtle achievements and joys those elderly people can do, isn't it? So today that one mantra, one stotra I chanted consciously. Aina Brahma Murari Surarchita Lingam Nirmala Bhasita. See, these are the subtle joys at that age one has to aim at. Because the grosser Vishesh Sukhas you can't enjoy because the faculties are becoming weaker. They become further weaker and we become slaves to them. Either we don't get them, even if we get them, we cannot enjoy them. Like the multimillionaires above 75 years or 70, but they can't even eat a proper food of taste because of so many bimaris. He will eat the food like a person who is in slum area. बस उनको कहेंगे कांजी पीना है बस. But with all the money around, नहीं नहीं, I want to eat पनीर विनीर, मर जाओगे फिर. Isn't it? As the age grows, aim should be at the subtler joys. Subtler joys are these, isn't it? If you can afford doing some charitable action, किसी को कोई दान दिया, that's a great sadhana at that elderly age if you have money, isn't it? So bhakti sambandhi sadhanas and anubhutis, seva sambandhi sadhanas and anubhutis according to your own monetary status, etc. All of that. As by saying, so this japa for the Lord today, I tried to do 15 minutes. 1 minute I could focus. That's a joy. 1 minute is not a less time. If you have done 1 minute, congrats, you are in much greater stage. Because मुझे 4 सेकंड भी नहीं होता. Isn't it? And the highest joy is I am attending Upanishad. I am doing the homework. That one mantra, one line today I understood. And I felt to feel that. I tried to feel that. And when it said Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya, I just tried to understand. And then what was explained in the class, I tried to recollect. Something little it clicked. And as it was said, yes, a Sukha Dukkha Bhokta, a Sukhi Dukhi I can feel in me. And also there's somebody who is a Sakshi of this. That Avichakashiti fellow, I could feel the presence of these two. That's good. Means what Rishi has said, we are tuning to it. And then in the next sloka, as exhaustively explained about Bandhana, Ave Jiva. Yeah, it's true. I analyzed. I understood exactly. Bhagwan Adi Shankara and our Shwethashwathara Rishi have written about me only. अब देखो, these are all subtler joys. And if somebody is able to meditate or use the tattva jnana and remain as sakshi to the sharira, remain as sakshi to the indriyas, remain as sakshi to the mana and its vrittis, remain as sakshi to the buddhi and its jnanam, remain as sakshi to the jiva with his kartrutva and bhoktrutva, and stay in as sakshi bhava. Oh, Bhapre, he is almost reaching. These are all the subtler joys we have to get by, the subtler achievements, the results of the subtler efforts, in spite of whatever struggles we have. Struggles, though, you can't avoid at that age. As the age grows, for some people the memory power will go. The other day I went to one Amma, so loving, so kind she was. The moment she used to see me run and hug and all, I went after that 14 years, big time. Who are you? She didn't recognize me only. I was shocked only. Then after half a minute, then the husband told, Swami, she has that problem nowadays. She is forgetting the things. You know, she was attending to me as if I have gone to them first time. We met 100 times. I had food in their house and they used to come to me for classes regularly. How now she has that age ho gaya 80 years, 17, whatever. So then if they are not there, if somebody's mind intellect are sharp, alert, sufficient memory is there, things are going on normal. Even after 70, 75, you're so blessed. लोग इतने भटक रहे अटक रहे at the age of 60, 65 only, running behind all hospitals and begging all doctors, struggling for the money for treatment. What a painful the world is going through. So if some of us have that sharp thingness in the memory, body's agility, still they are there. Why celebrate करो उसको by using it for the higher purpose? है ना? Every moment at that age should be encased for sadhana. And what is sadhana? Thousand times I told, pull the mind from anywhere and everywhere to the Lord. If you are a bhakta, yena kena prakarena harihi smartavyaha. Kenapi upayena manah krishne niveshet. और सर्वात्मा भगवान ईश्वरो हरि श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यः ध्येयः पूज्यः च नित्यदा. If you are enjoying the Jnana Marga, again and again bring the mind to the Upanishadic mantra, through the mantra to the Brahma Tattva, the Atma Tattva, with its Swarupa Lakshana and Tatastha Lakshana. Bringing the mind again and again to it for its understanding, for its conviction that such and such truth is there, and that is my essential nature that I have to achieve. These things have to be strengthened as a Jnana Margi Adhyatmika Sadhaka. And once or twice or thrice a day for a minute or two, try to be that self. Say, tell to oneself, which we have already discussed 3-4 years back only, the Pancha Mantras for you and I in our ABC Divine class. What are the 5 mantras? Jagat Mithya, Naham Dehosmi, Naham Jivosmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Kalu Idam Brahma. 5 mantras है लॉन्ग बैक डिस्क. अब इसको डेली फील करना है, डेली 2 बार 3 बार कहना है, कॉन्शियसली कहना है. Continuously the world is changing, so that which doesn't stay the same all the time keeps on changing is called as mithya. Any other logic, if you remember, any of the Mandukya the Upanishadic knowledge, if you remember, apply it, but 2 minute karo usko conscious. So to Aham Dehosmi, because I see a buffalo and I am not the buffalo. So I see the body, so I cannot be the body. If I see the buffalo and I say I am not the buffalo, and if I see the body and I say I am the body, then definitely I am a buffalo. Isn't it? Think. आया बात समझ में? Then Nahan Jivosmi Visa. Isn't it? Even this Jiva Bhava also is Mithya, the Kalpita, and it is given value reality, therefore iska chal raha hai. Like why this Richard not interested in India's development wala government ruled for 50-60 years? Because you voted for it. They have voted whoever they were, naturally. So to why the Jiva Bhava is in me? Because I am valuing it. Who is Jiva? Karta Bhokta. And who is Paramatma? Akarta Abhokta. Bas. Jiva is Asat, Jada and Dukhi. And Atma, Paramatma is Asat nahi, Sat hai, Jada nahi hai, Chit hai, Dukhi nahi hai, Anand hai. Sachidanand. So, Aham Brahmasmi is the fourth one. Nahan Devasmi, Nahan Devasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Sachidananda Brahmasmi. So, do that one twice a day, thrice a day. Then, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Highest is this one. You ask the rishis at the level of Gaudapada and Vasishta. They say, what is where, anywhere, at any time? There is nothing but Brahman alone. न कश्चित् जायते जीवः संभवोऽस्य न विद्यते एतत् तदुत्तमं सत्यम यत्र किंचित् न जायते. With that he concludes the third Advaita Prakaranam. In the second Prakaranam, Vaivarta Prakaranam, 32nd sloka we have seen. न निरोधो न चोत्पत्तिः न बद्धो न च साधकः न मुमुक्षुर्न वै मुक्तः इति एषा परमार्थता. Only the Brahman alone is. सर्वम खलु इदम. देखो ये थॉट्स को अंदर जाने देना चाहिए. Instead of that, we sit in front of TV, we sit in front of newspaper, we sit in front of worldly people. All of that we do. Innocent we are because proper maturity of understanding has not come. So we have to gain it. And I have seen some people, they have the guts to tell to their own wife, you are just stupid worldly, I cannot talk to you nonsense. I cannot miss my spiritual thought. If you want to tune, you tune to me. He looks like rough and tough, but that's the way he can protect. Otherwise, he's nagging behind her like a henpeg and she's worldly 100%. And you also become that. अरे थोड़ा हिम्मत होना चाहिए. Like that. I'm just telling wife, husband, it can be any friends also, any other relations. I have none of the business to be involving with you. I'm a sadhaka, my mind is on Paramatma. I can't give time. You have to be like that. Instead of that, we give value to anyone and we forget that in involving all of that, the Brahmagnana which we have learned and the practices which we wanted to do, they are totally suppressed or eliminated. It's like that. We have to think, we have to understand where things going wrong, etc. And then this is how at every age the struggles are there, the efforts are there, the achievements and joys. And as age grows beyond 85, 90, 95, the struggles are neither we can live LIVE nor we can die. Even some of us can be bedridden with horrible diseases. We don't know. If we are doing prarthana every day, what is that? अनायासेन मरणं विनादयन्येन जीवनं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यम देहि में परमेश्वर. Consciously, if you tell that, nidra mein hi Bhagwan le jaye. If such things are not done, prayers, and very terrible prarabdha is there. Then there are people 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, 1 year, 2 years. कोई कोमा में है, कोई पलंग पे है. It is all jivas. And among them, there are many spiritual people also. There are many rich people also. There are many retired doctors, retired lawyers. None of your richnesses or professions are the cause. प्रारब्ध है तो होता है. So that's the struggle aspect. And what is the effort aspect? Please, abhi se seekh lo. Putting the mind in Bhagwan Nama. That Bhagwan Nama, which was taught as the first sadhana, is the only one to help us when we are at that age. Because that time you can't study Upanishad mantra. We cannot do the contemplation on the Vima, the truth and reality. Isn't it? That all has not gone waste which we have done. That will help us in the next life. But during that passage time, isn't it? Only Ra, 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 ओ यही काम करता है. That which we do from now, that's what antakale cha mameva smaran muktva. But before that, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara. Very clearly, for every of our question doubts in all our shastras, all explanations, answers, clarifications, guidances are thoroughly given. That's what we are studying, but याददाश्त नहीं रहता हमको, याद नहीं रहता. कुछ चीजों को, इंपॉर्टेंट चीजों को याद रखना. Remember, Bhagavan Nama and Bhagavad Rupa. These are the only two ones which can help us as our efforts or sadhanas as the age grows more and more. Don't ask after that, क्या करूँ, मैं परेशान हूँ, क्या परेशानी? You are not in parishani. You are making everyone parishan. And their prarabdha is a fact. You just do Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayana, Om mantra. मैं तो करता हूँ. मेरे को जब वो समय अगर आएगा, नहीं आएगा, पहले जाएंगे. If at all it comes, Om Narayana, Om Namah Shivaya. That's why the Lord name is as small as Om. So that even at the oldest person, सांस लेते हुए छोड़ते हुए भी he can chant it. Even the Ram, easy mantra. Shiva, Shiva. Even for the Hindi people, more advantage. Ma, Ma, Ma. कह दो तो मदर जगन माता. हो गया? So, two thoughts we thought of today, but one we could do for second time is not there. because of the disturbances. The thought is be mentally prepared to know that at every age and stage of life, there are these four things of struggles in which all prarabdhas included, efforts in which all our goals, ambitions are included, and the achievements, the outcomes, and then joys or the experiences, sukha or dukha. तो किस एज का क्या है समझ लें, और कौन से एज में हम समझ लें, और इसमें क्या स्ट्रगल हो सकता है, मेंटली प्रिपेयर्ड, क्या एफर्ट होना चाहिए, मेंटली प्रिपेयर इन डू इट, क्या आउटकम होना चाहिए, कोशिश करें, एंड जितना भी हो सके. अनदर थिंग रिमेंबर, वन ऑफ द वेरी गुड थॉट टू कंक्लूड टुडे इज, as we already saw, little bit we are able to do, little bit we are able to achieve, na? Celebrate it. From that comes the inspiration to do better. Like the child, some drawing he makes, and it is not drawing at all. He just took a pencil, ऐसा ऐसा करके, he will show you. He is celebrating that. You encourage him. अरे यार बढ़िया किया रे, और थोड़ा करो तो और अच्छा होगा. Then he will do more. That's how, from a fellow who did some useless lines, you can create an artist. Like a dance also. That fellow made two steps. You just say, "अरे do it very well, और उसको और अच्छा करो बड़े." He will become a dancer tomorrow, right? For the children, so many are there to encourage. For you and I, nobody need to encourage. You have to encourage yourself. I have to encourage myself. Like I am doing these classes. Who will appreciate me? Why should anybody appreciate? I should feel to myself, yeah, I could do this. Not an ego. We know finally everything is Ishvara Kripa. But for us, for the next step, where from the energy inspiration comes? From this only. That if you could do it, then the next one also I can do. That celebration of every small little achievement in a manner that it inspires us, not embarrasses us, not creates the ego in us, also is required. Don't need to tell others. Don't feel egoistic also. These great things that and this I have done. Why should you tell anyone? The Lord knows it. But not telling, but remembering that today I could attend the class. So good, tomorrow also you will attend. याद करो ना ऐसा कि कल मैंने क्लास किया, अच्छा लगा, तो आज भी करूंगा. इस तरह से this thought also, that celebrating each and small little of spiritual doings and achievements inspires us for the next. And inspires also, again conditional. We have to inspire. है ना, वी हैव टू, है ना. हमेशा क्या होता है ना, जो हमसे नहीं हुआ उसको याद रख के हम नया चीज नहीं करते. दिस इज अ वेरी टेरेबल नेगेटिव ईगो, सॉफ्ट ईगो, लुक्स सॉफ्ट बट वेरी टेरेबल. दैट्स, ये नहीं हो पाया, वो नहीं होगा. अरे भाई, जो हो पाया उससे इंस्पिरेशन लेके होगा करो ना, होगा कहो एंड करो. And this is again the thing which is very tough to explain, because people are not ready for every subtler and minute things to get taught. They're very gross. You tell them what they like, love, they enjoy. And what to do? जिंदगी ऐसी चलती है. So, struggle, effort, achievement, and celebration or joy. Right? Om, Om, Om. ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं वदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं श्री दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः. ओम जगति ममितुं कलिता कृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः अहिमां श्रीवात्र विभासि गुरो भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणम्. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध मोक्ष प्राप्ति सनातन धर्म विश्वव्याप्ति सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः अध्ययनं शंकर भाष्य समेत वयं सर्वे मोक्षार्थं करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। फ्रेंड्स, जस्ट चैंट 14, 15, 16 mantras. ॐ सूक्ष्मातिसूक्ष्मं कलिलस्य मध्ये विश्वस्य सृष्टारमनेकरूपं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा शिवं शान्तिमत्यन्तमेति स एव काले भुवनस्य गोप्ता विश्वादिवः सर्वभूतेषु गूढः यस्मिन् युक्ता ब्रह्मर्षयो देवताश्च तमेवं ज्ञात्वा मृत्युपाशान्श्चिनत्ति घृतात् परं मण्डमिवाति सूक्ष्मं ज्ञात्वा शिवं सर्वभूतेषु गूढं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः। इतना काफी है। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम द्वासुपर्णा सयुजा सखाया समानं वृक्षं परिषस्व जाते तयोरन्यः पिप्पलं स्वादुवत्ति अनश्नन् अन्यो अविचाकशीति समाने वृक्षे पुरुषो निमग्नः अनीशया शोचति मुह्यमानः जुष्टं यदा पश्यत्यन्यमीशम् अस्यम् अहिमानम् इति मीतशोकः. What so far was discussed, the essence is this. What is the vriksha? Sharira. Yes, samane vrikshe. In this sharira vriksha. Purushaha. Who is Purusha? The 7-8 lined explanation about the Purusha, the Jiva, the Baddha, as it is explained, yeah, is worthy of studying, remembering, and comparing it with our own lives, what we are going through, and see whether what is said is right or not. So, who is Purusha? First, he is Bhokta. In brackets, Karta hai, तभी उस कर्म फल का भोक्ता बनता है. Second one, this Karta Bhokta Jiva, Avidya, this Avidya is ignorance about himself being that infinite self. Ignorance that I am that infinite self. Because I am ignorant that I am infinite self, from that came the wrong notion that I am finite Jiva. Then that Jiva wants to become infinite. That want is called Kama. So that's called Kama. Then to fulfill that Kama, Karma. Isn't it? When the Karma is done, the Phala. Phala is good, is Raga. Not good, Dvesha. All of that is there in his mind. That is called as weight, called as Gurubhara Akrant. And such individual is like a loaded ship himself. And in a ocean of this whole outer world of samsara, which is uncertain, like the oceanic waves, which a time, which a tide will come, not known. And this ship with full load. So I am the ship with a full load in my mind of avidya, kama, karma, phala, raga, adi, guru bhara. That's why I am compared with that alabho iva. Okay. Samudra jale nimagna. Right. And in that samudra jala, for being in that samudra jala, here the samudra is samsara. What is the main reason is nischaya. That nischayata is called here as nimagnata. Nischaya in what we have to understand. He says nimagnaha nischaya namagnaha deha atma bhavam apanna. Deha atma bhavam apanna. Here little bit pause karo. है ना? Like a youngster of 17, 18, 20 years. Suddenly कुछ संगत में बढ़ गया. So that fellow got smoking habit. Then suddenly when we see, हमको लगता है कि अरे फंस गया रे. दैट इसको स्मोकिंग हैबिट हो गया, और किसी को ड्रिंकिंग हैबिट हो, अरे फंस गया रे, ये ड्रिंकिंग हैबिट हो गया, और किसी को ड्रग्स का हो गया, अरे फंस गया रे, ड्रग्स का हैबिट हो गया, और कोई दोस्तों के बीच में, अरे फंस गया रे, या कोई ताश पत्ते खेल रहे, दैट वे एवरी डे इज नवे डेज, एवरीथिंग इज जुआ ओनली, क्या क्या टीवी में दिखाते हैं, ऑल ऑफ दैट इज गैम्बलिंग ओनली. हाउ इट इज allowing to buy the government, we don't know, because they're getting lot of money. जो जो भी दिखाते हैं ना आजकल क्रिकेट मैच के बीच में, ऑल दैट गैम्बलिंग, इट्स अ वेरी टेरेबल नेगेटिव महापाप है वो. एनीवे, सो फंस गया रे, हम कहते हैं कि नहीं उसको, कोई गैम्बलिंग कर रहा है तो फंस गया रे. somebody got infatuated to something, somebody, boy girl, अरे there's a thought, फंस गया रे. और ये चीजें ऐसे फंसाव है, वो जिंदगी को तबाह करके ही नहीं छोड़ते. दे आर लाइक दैट, isn't it? Now remember, each of the beings in that way are first guy in one or the other. But much before all of that, every one of us are already first guy in one thing. And that's called as Dehatma Maho Mahapanna first guy. This is a basic one. Like this fellow is first guy liver damage में. And before that he is already first guy in the drinks. That caused him to have that liver problem. है ना? अरे ये तो लंग्स इन्फेक्शन हो गया, फंस गया. दैट इज एंड. इससे पहले इज ऑलरेडी फंस गया इन स्मोकिंग, isn't it? और ये डायबिटीज से फंस गया रे. That's later on. He was going on eating sweets and doing no exercise. In the same way, we all are first guy in samsara. Before that, we are first guy in one thing. Dehatma bhava mapannaha. If that strong is there, ensure that every problem will follow. Like the other day, that doctor was so cute. He was so wonderful. I told him, Doctor Sahab, I don't have any other problem. Not that he's not a doctor, a yogi, a Mahagnani. उनके पास. I told him, no disease so far, Guru Maharaj. Only one problem. I said, he little diabetes is there. He said, oh, and everything will come. He just said, all other things will follow. Then he said, you are self-sufficient now. It was wonderful to listen. Isn't it? Like one thing, spend the thrift. It is enough for every distraction. ये वो एक चीज है, तो पत्नी के सारे गहने बिक जाएंगे. सो क्वेश्चन ऑफ टाइम. घर बिक जाएगा, क्वेश्चन ऑफ टाइम. यू विल हैव ऑल द लोन्स, क्वेश्चन ऑफ टाइम. बिकॉज वन दुर्गुण फंस गए, ये सब होने वाला. All of us are struggling, all struggles only for one reason. Deha Atma Bhavam Apanna. See the power in the word when it is divided and try to understand. Deha, Deha Atma, and Deha is never the Atma, but Deha Atma is a Bhava. And that Apanna ante, you have surrendered to that. Apanna means Asamantat Padyate. है ना? आपन्नम माम रक्ष रक्षा हमने कहा ना. तो वी गो टू द फीट ऑफ द लॉर्ड एंड सरेंडर टू हिम एंड आस्क हिम, ओ लॉर्ड प्रोटेक्ट प्रोटेक्ट. दैट सरेंडर इज वर्ड कॉल्ड आपन्न. वी आर ऑल सरेंडर्ड. दैट्स कॉल्ड द निश्चय वर्ड मीनिंग. है ना? नी वर्ड, है ना? पुरुषो निमग्नः मीन्स निश्चयेन मग्नः. सो निश्चयेन टोटली सरेंडर्ड. आपन्नः टू व्हाट? द आत्मभाव. फंस गए रे. अंडरस्टैंड दिस वर्ड. अरे फंस गया, अरे इस क्रोध में फंस गया रे, ये लोभ में फंस गया रे, ये काम में फंस गया रे, ये खाने में फंस गया रे, ये नींद में फंस गया, अरे टीवी में फंस गया रे. एवरीबडी इज कहीं ना कहीं फंस जाके इंग्लिश में क्रिएटिंग फंस टू एवरीबडी. एंड ऑल आर कॉमनली फंस गया रे इन दिस वन. देहात्म भाव मापन्ना. एंड ही इज नॉट लिविंग इट देयर. भगवान आदि शंकर प्रूविंग इट or explaining to a jignasu. What do you mean, sir? Deyatma Mavanaha. This is the meaning. His expressions are like this. Whenever such expressions are there, all of that show that you are deeply rooted in Aham Devasmi. What are the expressions? I am eva aham. This alone is me. Amushya putraha, his son, asya napta, his grandson, krushaha, stulaha, gunavana, nirgunaha, sukhi, dukhi, iti evam pratyaya. All of that pratyayas, the thoughts, pratyaya means thoughts, pratyaya means feelings, pratyaya means knowledges, pratyaya means convictions. Whenever they come, that is equal to dehatma bhavam apannaha. Then na anyaha asti asmaditi. Other than this Sharira and Sharira Sthayi Jivana, beyond Sharira, even Stula Sukshma Karana, the Atita Brahma Sthiti is there. About that, not even a little information he has got. And if somebody tries to tell him, he laughs at it. Just like 100, 200 years back. You know, that we can talk to somebody in another village, staying here only. Even we can look at that person. Was not a laughing point, it was a laughable thing. 200 साल पहले दूर में कोई बंदे से हम बात कर सकते हैं, laughable. But within 200 years, the science and technology discovered all these audio visuals, the cell phone and all. You can talk to anybody, even anywhere. But उस समय वो असंभव था, even laughable था. Whatever we are going through today, including the artificial intelligence and the robots or in the astro world, में different discoveries or achievements, impossible they are 100 years back, 50 years back. And for these people also, 100% involved in Dehosmi, beyond the Trideha, there is a sublime living, sublime existence. In fact, that's the reality. That's the truth. He doesn't listen, doesn't believe. That is the meaning of na anyaha asti asmat. It's a big sentence. I am curtailing myself from detailed explanation. The Anya Asti Asmat Matlab, other than this body, there's no me other than it. Other than living at the body level, there's no other way of living. Therefore, with the body, I have to go through all these struggles only. He gets fixed. And that fixation is said in the next line. What is that? Ki jayate, mriyate, sayujyate cha, sambandhi bandhavai. But he is born, he is waiting for the death. In between, he goes and meets all the Sambandhi Bandhava. Means all life's experiences of meeting people, celebrating, fighting, quarreling, all sab usme aa jate. So these are all the jiva you and I are doing. Then, ataha, therefore, he has got that anisha in him. What is anisha? Ki na kasyachit samartaha aham. The anisha feeling is, I am incapable of everything. And it's a fact also. I, the Jiva, cannot have any capacity because I am not reality only. Whatever I have the ability is of Paramatma only. And with Paramatma's blessing only, as a Jiva, will have limited abilities only. Like an ant, whose blessings are there in the ant for its to have whatever abilities it has got? From Bhagavan only. One side. Second side is very subtle. Even though the Bhagavan's blessings are there on the ant, yet it will have the blessings of the Lord only as an ant only, cannot have as an elephant. Isn't it? प्रभु के कृपा से ही शक्तियां मिलते हैं, लेकिन वही मिलते हैं. Isn't it? Ant cannot have elephant's ability. Though elephant has its own abilities, again blessed by the Lord, it cannot have the ability like the lion or tiger. Why what is the explanation? Anisha. In other words, with upadhis, even though we are blessed by the Lord, because the limitation of the upadhi, the abilities will be limited on. Isn't it? Like ये भी कागज है, वो भी कागज है. But इस कागज के ऊपर only 20 rupees लिखा है. The 20 rupees written and signed by the governor of Reserve Bank says that this is only 20 rupees. It has only that limited value in it. दूसरा कागज पे 500 लिखा है. है ना? अब उसका कीमत उतना है, इट इज फिक्स्ड. Think about it. In the same way, we are trying to understand the word Anisha. In this Anishatva, though it is talked about you and I, the Jivas, human beings, even the Brahmadeva also is Anisha. He cannot have extension beyond his tenure. He'll have to be retired. Either he'll have to have Brahmanubhuti or get retired and come to the lower posts. Then how many people you don't see in India in great places? In places, the great, highly positioned people, after retirement, somewhere they are there. And most of them at home, they become a gulam to their own grandson. इसके लिए उसको नहलाते हैं, उसके कपड़े पहनाते हैं, उसके लिए घोड़ा गधा बनते हैं. हो अभी गए इस ऑफिसर. He was, but now retired, nobody will care him. Therefore, somebody should care him, and he has to care them. And who is there? Only one fellow, the grandson. Example कुछ भी हो भैया. Are we understanding the word meaning of Anisha? That with Upadhi, we are always Anisha Asamartha. Because no Upadhi can be Sarva Samartha. इंद्र का भी सर्व समर्थ नहीं है वो. कोई भी राक्षस ज्यादा तपस्या करके, if he attacks the Indra will have to run. How long Indra has hidden in the waters? You know, during the Vritrasura Yuddha, पानी में आकर छुप गया इंद्र. May not be every Indra, but every Indra has that capacity, other possibility. Brahmadeva, he also goes on crying along with Bhumata in front of Vishnu कि ये लोग सारे दुखी कर रहे हैं करके. So, we have expanded the example to say that every upadhi is limited only. Therefore, with every upadhi, limited life, it is anisha only. Now come to our human anishatva. Anishaya. What is anisha? Na kasyachit samartoham, putro mama nashtaha, mrita me bharya, kim me jivitena. Iti evam, in this way, so and so. Dina bhava anisha. Now, see, again, we don't have the time to explain exhaustively. Homework for you all. See, how many times we felt the real respect and pride in ourselves, and how many times in a day we feel we are very low, we are good for nothing, we are non-achievers, non-enjoyers, non-happy people. ये सेकंड वाला 95% रहता है. 5% only sometime we may feel some self-respect. That non-self-respect is Dina Bhava. That is called a Anisha. Because I am asamartha hu, whatever I want to do, I am not able to do. And two people I depend on. One, the wife, for me to do the seva. Second, the son who gives me the joy. Putro me vinashtaha, bharya me mrita. And I have no effort of ability of my own. Kasachit nasamartaha. Then Dina Bhava Mahapanna. Anisha, Hamesha, Dukhi, Dukhi, Dukhi. चाहे वे पैसे हो या पढ़ाई हो बाहर का. He might have, as we just now said, ruled the whole nation as a prime minister. That fellow who died recently. 2 times he was PM for 10 or 12 years, whatever. But toward the end of the life, क्या होता है? Think about it. Then, taya shochati santapyate. With that anesha, he is shochati, always in that samtapa dukkha. Contrast picture के लिए आप देखो. The great giant personality like Pujya Gurudev. Do we ever see the anisha in his face? Therefore, the shoka in his face? Because he knows he is not the upadhi yukta jiva. I am nirvadika brahma. Therefore, I am sarva samartha. Therefore, I am not shoki or dukhi. Here, sarva samartha means to be in the self. Again, when he comes to upadhi level, upadhi will have its own limitation. But he will not own the upadhi. No? He will only use it. है ना? Like when I use the car rented, कुछ होता है उसको, I'm not worried because I'm not owning it. So therefore, he's never in that anishatva sthiti. Therefore, no shoka, no moha, no shoka. You can see on his face. So something different he has achieved. Because of which there is no shoka, there is no anishatva. He has a body. Through the body only expressing. Through the body only we are recognizing Puja Gurudev. Body has its limitations like all of ours. That's what we have to catch. And what is it? The third, fourth line. Tomorrow the Lord will explain to us. Justam yada pashyati anyam esham asya mahimanamiti vita shokaha. Very beautiful topic it is. This one shloka, ek mahina bhi padho, in all its angles and possibilities of understandings, its worth. Because in that only, who we are, the jiva, how we get bound because of anisha or dehatma bhavamapannaha, and how to get liberated, justam yada pashyatanyamesham, all the stuff that's required, like whatever you require are available in supermarket, whatever we require as a sadhaka are available in these two mantras, particularly the second one. So have patience and give me the chance maximum to discuss on it. And we are blessed and supported by Bhagavan Adi Shankara's Bhashya also. Isn't it? In Vedanta, it's not many things that we are listening. It is few important things we have listened more and understood most. That's important. कितने उपनिषद पढ़े इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं, इस एक उपनिषद का इस मंत्र को कितना पढ़ा, है ना? How much this one particular important mantra deeply, thoroughly, exhaustively I have analyzed and understood. That's important. Right, friends? Let's enjoy tomorrow. Om, 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 om. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramanashibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you, friends. Some inconveniences because of the internet. I can't do what to do. मैं तो daily struggle कर रहा हूँ. चलो, many people, that's why they record in studio, then they edit it and they upload. हमारे all the 9,200 classes are live only. No editing, no recording, no editing, nothing. And all shortfall, shortcomings because of this. And you are going through accepting, that's your kindness. I request you to keep it up. Now come back to Gita study for some time.